Hey there, business owner. In the next 5 minutes, I'm going to share with you why so many local business owners, like restaurant owners, hair and nail salons, barbershop, floral studios, gyms, and the like, are missing out on thousands of dollars in potential revenue by ignoring one critical marketing strategy. You'll discover the shocking truth about the cost to acquire a new customer versus getting your previous customers back in the door, and why your competition might already be stealing your customers with a simple but often overlooked approach. I'm going to walk you through the 4 biggest objections to digital reward programs and how the Lealtad app completely eliminates these concerns. Whether you run a restaurant, retail store, or service business in your neighborhood, by the time you're done watching this video, you'll have the blueprint for turning occasional customers into your biggest revenue source. Before we get there, I want to quickly share a little bit about the Lealtad app with you. The Lealtad app is a digital customer rewards platform which allows businesses of all shapes and sizes to quickly and easily create awesome digital loyalty programs that customers love and help grow your revenue by 20% or more. The Lealtad app is packed with powerful features like an analytics dashboard so you can quickly spot customer trend, a digital loyalty card builder that lets you fully customize your loyalty card with your brand's colors and logo, automated geofence push notifications so you can reach out to your customers that are close to your business, and so much more. Start your free trial today over at lealtadapp.com. All right, let's get back to it. Now, follow me for a moment. Consider the businesses in your town or city. Can you pull up an image of the kinds of marketing you've seen from these businesses? I'm pretty confident that if you were to describe the marketing done by the businesses in your neighborhood, you'd probably describe it as pretty cookie cutter and predictable. Have you ever wondered why so many business owners keep doing the same kinds of marketing that doesn't move the needle all that much? The answer may not be what you think. Behind every small business storefront, there's an owner battling invisible challenges most customers never see. But before we get there, let's walk through a pretty common example. Consider a local bakery. 5 years ago, this shop may have been bustling with regulars who'd stop by for a morning coffee and pastry. But lately, those familiar faces have become rare sighting. What happened? A big chain bakery that opened 3 blocks away offers loyalty points through their flashy app. A different coffee shop across the street sends birthday coupons by email. Meanwhile, our bakery isn't sure what to do and ends up watching its customer base slowly erode. Competitors capture more of the market. Here's the thing about business owners like these. They're not resistant to change because they're being stubborn. They're slow to change because they're overwhelmed. When you're managing inventory, scheduling staff, handling accounting, and actually making your product, the idea of learning and implementing a whole new marketing system could feel impossible. And that's understandable. Many business owners I've spoken with describe the same paralysis when faced with too many options. If you're a business owner that spends money on newspaper ads because that's what we've always done, here's a question to consider. When was the last time a customer mentioned seeing the ad? When I speak with business owners about considering a digital rewards program, a common answer they give is quite revealing, which is often, I wouldn't know where to start. Plus, my customers are older. They probably wouldn't use it. What you and other business owners like you may not be realizing is that these assumptions might be costing your business a whole lot. Your once loyal customers are slowly moving on to competitors for any number of reasons. The top 3 reasons being price, product quality, and loyalty rewards. The psychological barriers are clear: fear of the unknown, worry about customer adoption, and the comfort of familiar marketing methods, even when they weren't delivering results. This pattern repeats across industries because of what psychologists call status quo bias, our natural tendency to prefer things as they are. Business owners often stick with ineffective marketing rather than risk trying something new. Business owners like these stay stuck because they'd rather stick with something they're familiar with rather than trying something new and unfamiliar, even if it means leaving money and possibly substantial money on the table. Let's talk numbers for a second, because this resistance has a real cost. Research consistently shows that acquiring a new customer can cost up to 5 times more than generating sales from an existing one. Yet many small businesses spend most, if not all, of their marketing budget on customer acquisition rather than customer retention. Think about this. You're focusing most of your budget on the most expensive way to grow. For a business like a restaurant, this reluctance is expensive. If an average customer spends $8 twice a week, that's over $800 annually per customer. Losing just 10 customers means $8,000 in revenue gone. And that's not counting the additional purchases they might have made for special occasions or other people they would have brought along. Fortunately, all isn't lost. Transformation possible when business owners overcome these mental barriers is remarkable. Simple fixes like a special offer on customers' birthdays could quickly turn things around. Now, instead of losing regulars, you're giving them a reason to return, bringing friends, and spending more per visit. The same marketing budget that was previously disappearing into ineffective ads now creates measurable repeat business. What's fascinating is how quickly the results appear once business owners take the leap. Businesses often show an increase to their repeat customer rate by 30% within just 3 months of launching a digital rewards program. The revenue impact is substantial, typically a 20 to 40% boost from existing customers alone. So why are so many business owners afraid to implement loyalty programs? Because they're stuck in a costly cycle of chasing new customers rather than nurturing existing relationships. And the reason many business owners are stuck in this cycle is because this is what all the gurus selling courses online say they should do. They're caught in a familiar but ineffective routine, watching their customer base slowly erode, while competitors with modern strategies like loyalty rewards capture more of the market. The good news is that breaking the cycle doesn't require a marketing degree or a massive budget. Modern digital loyalty solutions like the Lealtad app have removed the technical and financial barriers that used to make these programs accessible only to large businesses and enterprises. Today's small business owner can implement a professional loyalty program in less time than it takes to design a print ad. While today's loyalty programs can be implemented without specialized coding knowledge, there's still a massive disconnect between what business owners perceive is required and what's actually required. In fact, data shows, shockingly, that a large majority of business owners still believe they need in-depth technical expertise to implement a digital rewards program, despite this barrier having fallen in recent years with technology like the Lealtad app. This pattern repeats itself constantly across the small business landscape. Food and retail owners especially feel this technical intimidation. They're already juggling inventory, staffing, and customer service. The thought of adding a complex technical system feels impossible, not even worth trying. Many assume they'll need to hire additional staff or spend weeks learning new skills just to get started. This hesitation by business owners isn't just misplaced. Unfortunately, it's expensive. Every month, a business owner postpones implementing a customer retention strategy because of these perceived technical hurdles. They're losing valuable, loyal customers who may never return, and all because of misconceptions and myths about how hard these systems might be to use. The reality is that modern loyalty platforms are nothing like the expensive, clunky, complicated systems of the past. Remember those old paper, plastic punch card programs that required special equipment, staff training, and separate dedicated hardware? Today's digital solutions have completely reimagined the process and the experience. As an example, let me walk you through how simple the setup process actually is with Lealtad App. First, you create an account over at lealtadapp.com, just like you would signing up for any other software. Then you customize your custom branded digital card using simple templates, no design skills needed. Finally, you set your reward levels and settings, and now you're ready for your first customer. The entire process typically takes less than 10 minutes from start to finish, about the same time it takes to post your social media accounts for like 1 or 2 days. The dashboard itself is designed specifically for non-technical users. There's no mysterious code to decipher or complicated settings to configure, just a straightforward, reward creation workflow. You'll see clear metrics on customer participation, redemption rates, and program performance, all displayed in simple, understandable graphs and numbers. Simple toggles and drop-down menus make adjustments effortless. Need to check how many points a customer has? Type their name or phone number. The entire system is built around the way real business owners think and work. Straightforward and easy to use. What's most powerful about this approach is that it puts you in control without requiring you to become a technical expert. You retain all the decision making about your loyalty program, what rewards to offer, how quickly customers earn them, ability to change things up quickly based on customer feedback, without needing to understand the technical aspects of how the program works behind the scenes. Think about it this way. You probably already use a smartphone, manage social media accounts, and handle online banking. If you can handle those everyday digital tasks, you already have all the technical skills needed to run a digital rewards program. The technical mountain you may have been afraid to climb doesn't actually require any special gear or skills. Let's talk about the elephant in the room, costs. I found that when business owners hear loyalty program, they immediately think expensive or money I don't have. But here's the reality that may shock you. The average small business wastes more money on ineffective advertising each month, like newspaper ads, than they spend on a full year of customer retention tools, like the Lealtad App, that actually deliver results. Let's put some real numbers on this. A typical small business owner can expect to spend anywhere from $500 to $3,000 monthly on Google ads, Facebook campaigns, or local advertising. Again, $500 to $3,000 a month on ads. In contrast, $50 to $100 monthly into a loyalty program could dramatically increase their repeat business. And the reason the ROI is so strong with a loyalty program is because of how targeted a rewards program is. You're hitting your best customers, the ones that already know, like, and trust you enough to do business with you. Remember, your best customer is the one that just purchased from you, and it's in this moment where a customer rewards program shines. Let's run the numbers for a typical retail shop. If you're spending $1,000 monthly on digital ads with a generous 2% conversion rate, you're paying approximately $50 for each new customer who walks through your door. If the average purchase is $20 per order, you're operating at a loss here. Compare that to the math on a loyalty program. Let's assume for a moment that your business sees 100 customers per month, and the average order value of each customer is $20. With the loyalty program, you can often expect to see at least about 20% of customers, in our example, 20 customers, spending at least about 20% more per order. Again, for this example, $4 more per order, operating close to or above break even. And this doesn't account for any referrals or VIP member spending that you can often see from customers with a loyalty program. The financial power of a loyalty program becomes obvious. Financial impact becomes even clearer when you consider lifetime value. A customer who returns just once represents a 100% increase in revenue from that individual. A customer who becomes a regular, visiting weekly or monthly for years, can mean thousands of dollars in revenue from a single acquisition. This retention-focused approach creates compounding effect that traditional advertising simply can't match. Perhaps the most telling statistic comes from analyzing the ROI between these approaches. Traditional advertising typically delivers a 5 to 10% ROI when measured carefully, though many businesses don't track this accurately. In contrast, a well-implemented loyalty program consistently shows 30 to 70% ROI by focusing on your most valuable asset, people who already like your business enough to have purchased from you before. These numbers reveal a fundamental truth. Cost objection isn't really about affordability. It's about taking a step beyond the most commonly known and advertised tactics. Business owners happily invest hundreds or thousands of dollars in activities with questionable return. Why? Because of familiarity. Because tactics like these probably get more attention online. More people who sell ad management doing ads to get in front of you, while hesitating to use a fraction of that money on strategies with data-backed, proven effectiveness. It's as if we've been conditioned to accept massive marketing waste as normal, as a part of doing business. And I want to help you understand that it doesn't have to be that way. For instance, And not to keep harping on the tool I sell, the Lealtad App's pricing addresses this mental barrier directly. With no long-term contracts, no setup fees, and a free trial period, the risk has been virtually eliminated. You can implement a complete digital loyalty solution for less than what most businesses spend on pens and paper each month. Now that we've pulled back the curtain on affordability not really being a legitimate roadblock, let's address what keeps many business owners from really putting energy into a customer rewards program. The nagging question of whether customers will actually use a loyalty program and if it's worth it at all. You've probably experienced it in your life, and I know I've certainly experienced it, signing up for some loyalty program with enthusiasm like, oh, this is great, only to forget it exists a week later, or it ended up being more cumbersome to use than anything else. Those abandoned punch cards and dusty plastic membership tags have created a skeptical business community, and rightfully so. I've shared this story before, and I'll share it again here. There's a dog bath business in my neighborhood. They had metal tubs, different sizes, hoses attached to each, shampoo, towels, electric dryers. Pay a few bucks and give your dog a bath there. My dog was over 100 pounds. So rather than fighting with him to get him into my bathroom tub, dealing with potential damage to the tub, him being a damp dog running all over my apartment, jumping on the couch because that's what wet dogs love to do, it was great to have a place to give him a bath elsewhere. When I was paying after my first visit, the person at the point of sale advised that they offered a loyalty program. I reacted by saying, cool, that's awesome. How do I sign up? He proceeded to give me a paper stamp card and said to bring it each time I brought my dog for a bath. Suffice it to say, it didn't work out for me. I lost that card almost immediately and ended up getting a new card each time I visited. So even though I took my dog there about once a month, I never was able to get any reward from their loyalty program. Why? Because they had a bad loyalty program design that shifted the burden of utilizing the loyalty program entirely to me, the customer, rather than make it easy and accessible to use. Here's the reality. Many loyalty programs fail, not because the concept is flawed, because the business fails to incorporate critical psychological triggers that drive human behavior, which result in more sales for your business. When you look across successful business loyalty programs, 3 psychological principles consistently emerge as causing the lion's share of results. The first is what psychologists call the endowed progress effect. This concept posits that people are significantly more likely to complete a journey if they feel they've already made headway. That is, if someone easy wins early on, and they're more likely to stay on the journey. Consider physical fitness as an example. If someone has a desire to lose weight and change their physical appearance, if the results aren't achievable until 9 months down the road, it's highly likely that that person will fall off the wagon. But if they try a certain workout and diet, a chance early on that results in some results relatively quickly, maybe loss of some weight, maybe objective improvement in range of motion, maybe pant size went down or shirts fit better, that person is significantly more likely to stick with that program long term. The Lealtad App capitalizes on this by allowing businesses to offer welcome points that give customers an immediate head start. This simple feature has shown to increase program engagement rates substantially. The second psychological trigger is visibility. When customers can't easily see their progress, engagement plummets. It's why online courses and forums tend to include a progress bar, so people are able to gauge how far along the journey they've gone and how much they have left to go. The Lealtad App eliminates this friction entirely. Customers can see exactly how close they are to their next reward by looking at their digital loyalty card, creating that psychological near completion excitement that drives return visits. The third trigger is achievability. Programs that make rewards feel attainable experience significantly higher engagement. By designing achievability to be reached quickly and easily by customers, they'll experience your rewards program not as a mountain to scale with a ton of obstacles and roadblocks along the way, but rather as a value path created by you to make it easier for the customer to do more business with you. What makes the Lealtad App particularly effective is its foundation in behavioral science. The platform can help your business send out automatic communications that trigger based on specific customer behaviors. This keeps your business top of mind precisely when customers are at risk of establishing new habits elsewhere. The customization options extend beyond communications. The program's flexible reward structure allows businesses to create incentives that actually drive purchases, rather than just discounting what customers would buy anyway. If you run a restaurant, instead of offering generic discounts, you can create a tiered reward system that encourages customers to try new menu items. This strategy can lead to increased average check size while simultaneously introducing customers to higher margin dishes. Even more magic happens when businesses leverage the data insights the platform provides. Rather than guessing what motivates your customers, Customer Rewards Program can show you exactly which rewards generate the most repeat visits, which ones increase average purchase value, and which customer segments respond to different incentives. For instance, if you run a wine shop, you can use these insights to completely transform your business. You may operate under the presumption that your customers want to buy the expensive bottle. Then data shows that your best customers are the ones who come in weekly for mid-range selection. Using that data, you can create special tastings just for this group to introduce them to higher margin bottles in that price range, which can result in increased average transaction value and profit. It will separate businesses that win from the businesses that lose. It comes down to making programs and offers that customers genuinely want to use. The Lealtad app delivers this through frictionless enrollment, visible progress tracking, achievable reward structures, and personalized incentive. When these elements combine, the results speak for themselves. Businesses using a digital rewards program report an average 30% increase in return visit frequency and a more than 25% increase in average transaction value within the first 3 months. These aren't just impressive statistics. They represent real revenue that directly impacts your bottom line. Think about what this means in practical terms. Your existing customers coming back more often, spending more when they do, and actively recommending your business to others. This level of engagement creates a sustainable growth engine that's far more reliable than constantly chasing after new customers. The journey to customer loyalty isn't something you can afford to postpone. Every single day you wait to implement a digital rewards program, your competitors are potentially building stronger connections with the very customers you're trying to reach. This isn't about using a fancy software. It's about fundamentally shifting your business from the exhausting chase for new faces to cultivating meaningful relationships with people who already love what you offer. Hopefully you found this video helpful and it's gotten your creative juices flowing a little bit. Dream up new ways to get more people doing more business with your business. If you'd like to see how a digital loyalty program can look in your business, then visit lealtadapp.com today and start your complimentary 14-day risk-free trial. Join the community of business owners who are discovering that building a thriving business isn't just about transactions. It's about, and has always been about, cultivating relationships. Again, you can claim your complimentary trial at lealtadapp.com. And until next time, take care, be well, and bye for now.